Hi, all you travel nurses and travel nurse wannabes, and all you other people that just kind of enjoy our channel, or my channel. Welcome back, and I have some good news. Today I signed my contracts. My newest contract going to be going to South Fort Worth, Texas. So all those things I was saying about missing the videoing the beautiful scenery and the longhorns and the tumbleweeds are so beautiful over there. Guess what? I'm going to get to do it. So cheers to that. My favorite beer. We're celebrating Abita beer. It's my favorite. Nobody paid me. Who would pay me? So it's just one of my favorite beers. Don't know if I can get that in Fort Worth, but anyhow, so everything went great there, and another 2 weeks here, week at home. Well, about a half a week at home in Florida to take care of a few things, and then I'm going to head over to South Fort Worth. I'm looking for a place to rent now, which is a little bit of a challenge. I'm just going to tell you, it seems like going to be a little bit of a challenge because there's not that much. Before I even applied for the position, I looked and it was kind of slim pickings. Usually I like to rent the whole dwelling, the whole apartment, the whole house. I have dogs and I don't want to share it, but I don't know. I hope I don't have to like rent a room for a while because I need my own kitchen space. I need my own stuff. So anyway, I'll keep you all up to date about that. I'm sure you'll hear about it. I'm renting this apartment here in Metairie. It's my own apartment. It's probably about 1,000 square feet. Super nice, best area of town, right down the street from the levee there where I ride my bike. So I'm looking for some place like that, someplace in a good location. So if you know anybody, let me know. Anyway, let's just jump right into what I had intended with making this video. I had talked about it when I was making my last video, that we're going to talk about some of my essentials of what I bring with me to make myself feel at home. And this applies to everybody that travels with their job, for long periods of time, or all the therapists and the nurses that, leave home and go on these travel assignments. If you want to be successful, you have to be able to live that lifestyle. And you can't live a lifestyle unless you're comfortable in it. If you're just miserable, if you miss home, and you just, feel like you're living out of a suitcase, you're just not going to be successful at travel nursing or any traveling job. I mean, especially one where you're gone for 3 months at a time. So without further ado, let's jump in there and I'll show you some of the kinds of things that I bring and some of the specific things that I bring. And if you have some suggestions and you bring some things, put them in the comments because I'd love to know. Maybe I need to add to my list. Okay, first thing. This is my little wall plaque. It's very lightweight, but I carry it everywhere. It says always happy hour. I've had this for years. I don't even remember where I got it, but when I bring it with me because it's a little piece of home, and I put it wherever. It might go in the backstop. It might go on the table. It moves around, but it's a little piece of home that I bring with me. So whatever little piece of artwork that you bring, that you have, that you love, something you've had, maybe, of course, photographs of your family, your friends, something like that, that makes you feel, when you look at it, it reminds you, it makes you think that you're home, okay? So bring that. Also, I'm going to suggest you bring things that, make your house smell like your house. If you have a certain candle or whatever it is that your house smells like, good smells, not bad smells, but bring that so that your house smells like home. And that way it'll kind of seem like a little cozy. I mean, you get somewhere and you're there for a little while. I mean, the place kind of starts to seem like, it is home. So anyway, first thing, personal things like this. Okay, moving on. Second thing. All right, so this, when you go somewhere, you're not used to their air system. Whatever ventilation they have, I'm not used to it. So you know, at home, my vent is here, but here the vent is there. And at home, when I set my thermostat on this, then it's like this, and here it's like that. So I started bringing this little small, doesn't take up much room, but it's a fan and it's also a heater. So I can turn the thermostat like low enough so that it keeps the room cool. But if I get cold because the vent's blowing on me, I can turn on the heater. And a lot of times there's no ceiling fans. I mean, it's a rental. So I have this, I put it on my bedside table, and it just blows cool air right on me and makes me feel like I'm not going to be too hot. So number 2, important for me, climate control, so that I'm comfortable and I can sleep. Okay, the next thing is my morning routine stuff. So this is my French press. Actually, my sister gave it to me. She wasn't using it, but you can probably get one anywhere. And this is what I use to make my coffee in the morning. It's very important because I avoid plastic, so I don't use the K-cups. Everywhere you go, they're going to have one of those Keurigs or whatever with the plastic and all that. You're going to be drinking plastic. This is glass. So I just get coffee, probably a little cheaper really, because you buy a thing of coffee, put some scoops in there, how strong you like your coffee, and you may have your morning coffee. To go along with that is my kettle. I bring this hot water kettle and I fill it up to where however much that I'm going to drink, and usually right there. And so it automatically comes on because the night before I fill it up and I push the little thing down, and then I have this timer. See, I set the timer for 7 a.m. so that every morning at 7 a.m., this thing comes on, boils some water. So all I have to do is come in here and pour it on top of my French press, and I'm good. So that's super important. In the wintertime, I drink tea. So get one of those kettles if that's your thing, and make you feel a little bit more at home. Okay. So the next thing is for my personal comfort. So I don't know, I'm 58, so I get aches and pains, mainly my knees. I ride my bike long distances, and so I have pain in sometimes, and I obviously, can't work if I can't walk. I have had that situation. So years ago, I came across something that really helps my joint pain, my muscle pain, any pain. And I'm not advertising for this, but I'm not the only one saying it. Read the reviews online. But it is my red light therapy wrap. See? The red light. This, when I turn it on, and you can set it different ways, it's red light. And I can wrap it around my hand if my hand hurts, because sometimes I get arthritis feeling in my hand. My knees. It can go around your back. And for a bonus, because red light and infrared is good for your face and your skin, you can cover your face with it, and voila, it gets rid of your wrinkles. I'm still waiting for that to happen, but can always hope, right? So something like this for me, maybe for you it's a heating pad, although this gets warm. So, I mean, that's all in it. But, I mean, ice packs, things that you need. And don't forget, I mean, I don't take pills like ibuprofen or anything like that. I don't take that. This is it. But any kind of medicines or whatever, things that you need, bring those things. Calamine lotion, I mean, in case you step in fire ants or something. So anyway. Okay, and the last most important thing to me is my water distiller. My water distiller, I got this years ago because I used to live actually in an RV when I was traveling in Fort Worth before. I had a small Airstream, which we could do a video about living in an RV. I got rid of it because I feel like it's a lot easier and stuff to just rent something rather than keep up with, pulling something around and finding. Still expensive. Don't get me started. I mean, it's $800, $1,000 to stay in the campground, a nice campground. Okay, but that's another story. So this is probably about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I found the water stiller. I used to get the big things of 5-gallon water at the grocery store, the purified water. And I had, I was pouring it in smaller things. It was heavy. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I tried the pitchers. The zero water pitcher's pretty good. But I mean, after I'm buying all those filters, I'm like, no, this is just not going to work for me. So when I was growing up, my mother used to buy distilled water. And I remembered that. So I thought, I wonder if I can buy my own distiller. You can. I think I paid like $60 for this water distiller. And it's been well worth the money. I think that's my second one. Yeah, it is my second one. I wore out the first one. I've heard people say, oh, it doesn't have any minerals in it. Well, you can add minerals in it. I mean, that's what I got this salt for. It's mineral salt. I add the mineral salt in there. And plus, I don't know about you guys, if you take a multivitamin, it's got minerals in it, okay? Rainwater is distilled water, right? It's distilled water. I mean, so you're not going to die from drinking distilled water. I've been drinking it for many years. You can Google it just to make sure for yourself because everybody's different. But that's my number one. And I can't believe the kind of gunky stuff I get in there from places that I have. Everywhere you go, there's different stuff in the water. Believe it or not, the water is different. So here is like this kind of a syrupy brown stuff left in the distiller after I use it. In Florida where I live, it's like this chalky, heavy, chalky stuff, which I guess is probably some minerals and salts, but it smells so bad you just want to gag. I've been in some places where it's nasty, nasty, and it smells bad. The best water is the one that has been the well water. So usually well water is pretty good. I don't know if the plastic, that's another thing, the water now comes through plastic pipes and all the glues and all that they use. So anyway, I'm a water connoisseur, so I have a water distiller. Now, I don't know what kind of connoisseur you guys are. Whatever connoisseur you are, whatever it is that you really, is important to you. Maybe you're a beer connoisseur. Make sure you can order your beer. I bring my bike. That's super important. I bring my dogs. That's super important. Of course, I wouldn't leave my dogs. But also, don't forget to bring things that you need, like extension cord, lighters, extra ink pens. You can buy those cheap. But, I mean, if you have, why buy all this stuff, right? Your laptop, if you need your laptop, an extra fan. Your pillows, bring your own pillows. If you have a blankie and a teddy bear, I'm getting crazy. But anyway, bring the things that make you feel good and that is just a little bit a slice of home so that it's a little easier. And especially at first, it's going to be really hard getting used to being on the road. So make it easy on yourself. If it's going to be a holiday, bring a couple decorations, put a couple little decorations up. I mean, whatever it takes to make it so that you don't feel like you're living out of a suitcase. So anyway, that's my 2 cents about packing. Just do it as far as the traveling. You just have to try your first contract. If you have any other questions about it, just let me know. Ask me in the comments. I'll comment back. And yeah, so happy trails, right? See you in the next video. Cheers.